Hello, I'm PJ Mills, and today I'm going to be sharing what I consider to be the top 5 Coldplay songs of all time. But before I do,
I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
yeah. Coldplay has a lot of really great songs, and there's a good chance that that one specific track that you absolutely adore and consider to be one of the best songs ever recorded is probably not on this list. Excuse me? Unacceptable. Just in case you forgot what I said literally 25 seconds ago. This video happens to be my top 5 Coldplay songs, and if that for some tragic reason doesn't line up with your top 5 Coldplay songs, that's a bummer. But maybe instead of freaking out about it, y'all could go down to the comment section and let me know what your favorite Coldplay songs are, because I would love to know. Okay, here's a quick introduction to the band. This is Coldplay, minus their mysterious fifth member, Philip, of course.
What's up, yo?
They're a British rock band formed in London around 1996, but it wasn't until the big 000 that things started to really take off for them with the release of their debut full-length album, Parachutes. After that, the sky was pretty much the limit for these guys. Their presence on the pop charts has been remarkably consistent over the past 20 years, and that's just insane. Few artists can claim that, let alone other rock groups. Their sound has been quite diverse over the years, exploring everything from slow acoustic indie type material to world music blended with elements of alternative rock. It's pretty cool. With such a long and unique discography, I'm sure you're wondering, PJ, how can you realistically pick just 5 songs? And well, I kinda didn't. Because I am super generous, I thought I would share 5 other Coldplay songs that didn't quite make the top 5 for me, but they are still remarkably good songs. So let's do that now. The most fun I've ever had listening to Coldplay. The most I've ever cried listening to Coldplay. The most scared I've ever been while listening to Coldplay. A really fantastic fan favorite.
Just say you'll wait. You'll wait for me.
And a really fantastic personal favorite that no one seems to talk about for some stupid reason. Right, so now it's time for the top 5 Coldplay songs of all time, according to me. Also, these are in no particular order, so enjoy. Violet Hill, the preliminary single from their 2008 release, while certainly popular, spent a majority of the time frolicking in the shadow of that other massive single from the album. Yeah, y'all know the one. Coldplay doesn't typically sound this gritty, and that coupled with the politically charged lyrics makes Violet Hill a really unique experience for the group. What I love about this song is that the melody and instrumentation work together to force us into formation, and as we're marching along, it's almost like we're surrounded by this dilapidated ruin. And the story that Chris Martin's painting with the lyrics is so moody, it just fits perfectly. Everything about this song works together to transport you to a new world, or mindset if you want to look at it that way, and it's really effective. Also, it's pretty great to hear Johnny Buckland cranking up that overdrive pedal because y'all know that's my bread and butter. What was this video about again?
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do.
I'm sure there's a lot of old school Coldplay fans that are freaking out right now because I'm including the breakthrough hit Yellow and not chanting the praises of one of the deeper cuts from Parachutes. And don't get me wrong, there are so many solid tracks from the album, Trouble, Sparks, and the unjustly underrated Spies to name a few, but there's just something about Yellow that kind of defies expectations for me. This song is so good that there was a real possibility it could have turned Coldplay into just another one-hit wonder. Think about it, the song immediately pulls you in with an unforgettable melody, likable indie charm, earnest vocals, and the actual title of the song plays such an integral part in the lyrics that even if you've never heard it before, it's kind of hard to miss the fact that the song is called Yellow. That's the name of the song. It brings a smile to my face every time I listen to it. But, and this is kind of what I was getting at earlier, when I do listen to it, I don't really think about the band behind it. I think about, well, the color yellow, because gosh darn it, if there's another song that does a better job of capturing the warm essence of the color yellow, I sure don't know about it. Yes, I may in fact be a crazy person for having this perspective, but I don't think it's too far-fetched imagining a world where Coldplay was just that band that sang the Yellow song. and I kind of think that's a testament to how good the song actually is. Obviously, I'm thankful that's not how it played out, because Coldplay has released a myriad of fantastic songs over the years, but Yellow is definitely one of the best songs they've ever recorded. So, I'm well aware of the fact that the inclusion of Midnight on this list could be perceived as a desperate attempt to appear like one of those hipster Coldplay fans that only likes a song if everyone else stops talking about it. But the truth is, this song has really grown on me since its release back in 2014. As seemingly out of left field as it might be, I think it's my favorite display of Chris Martin's uncanny ability to track a vocal just dripping with emotion. The sparse instrumentation holds a magnifying glass of the vocals, and the decision to utilize a vocoder not only helps fill the space, but against all rhyme or reason, it actually increases the emotion in the performance. It's a beautiful piece of music, and the lyrics, while brief, find a man desperately seeking the smallest ray of hope in an ocean of darkness, and the lyrics leave a light on that are repeated several times throughout the runtime are just heart-wrenching. This action is something you might expect within the context of returning home to those you care about, but considering his looming divorce, there's so much pain and uncertainty wrapped into this request, and it almost feels like there might be some concern that this simple request is asking for too much. Midnight is definitely one of their most underrated songs to date, and if y'all have never heard it before, or if you only listened to it once back when Ghost Stories came out, I encourage y'all to give it another listen because it is really great.
You could take a picture of something you see.
Coldplay has pretty much spent their entire career proving time and time again that they are seasoned professionals at dishing out catchy hooks. But for me, there is one chorus that stands head and shoulders above the rest. After gleaning inspiration from the German electronic band Kraftwerk, Coldplay spent a significant amount of the runtime on X and Y paying homage to the influential group. And actually, Buckland's guitar part on this song can originally be heard on a 1981 Kraftwerk single called Computer Love. Wait just a minute. Are you telling me Talk is a cover song? Well, no, not at all. Coldplay's ode to 70s and 80s electronic synth pop utilizes the melody as a simple jumping off point, and once their feet leave the ground, the atmosphere hums with a futuristic energy and just the right amount of rock and roll grit to make things interesting. I love the call and response approach to the chorus as Martin's vocals lead the charge and the guitar lick echoes back the melody. It works really well, and we progress until we finally arrive at what could best be described as a bit of a breakdown. Now obviously we're not talking Meshuggah levels of intensity or anything close to that, but it does warrant a bit of a solid head nod for me every time it comes on. Talk is a massive song with an immensely catchy chorus, and I have really yet to get tired of it. Okay, it is time for the final track in this little roundup thing that we're doing here. And like I've said before, these songs are in no particular order, so don't think that I'm saying that this is the best Coldplay song of all time, unless you think that it is, in which case, awesome, I'm glad I could make your dreams come true.
Nobody said it was easy.
The Scientist, the quintessential Coldplay song. While it's not at all surprising that it's being included on here, considering the widespread critical and popular acclaim, y'all might find it interesting that it's nowhere near their most successful song when you include physical copies, downloads, and video streaming views. Tracks like A Sky Full of Stars, Paradise, and Viva La Vida actually rank a lot higher when you consider all the different platforms and methods of consuming music, but I have a theory, which might be completely wrong, but I'm gonna share it anyways. One of the things that's interesting about pop music is the fact that it comes and goes at such a rapid rate that a lot of times we barely remember what was popular a year ago, let alone 10 years ago. But occasionally there's a song that comes along that withstands the test of time, and it's almost like it gets more popular and more appreciated the longer it's around. I think when it comes to Coldplay, The Scientist is a perfect example of this. Yes, it is just a simple piano-driven ballad, but there's just something about the melody and flow that's so natural and perfect in a way. The poetic lyrics, Martin's sincere falsetto on the chorus, and the way the instrumentation begins building towards the final moments, it's just a great pop song. While it has occasionally made an appearance or two on various top 100 songs of all time lists and whatnot, I think as time passes, we're gonna see it sharing the stage with the likes of Billy Joel's Piano Man, Elton John's Tiny Dancer, and maybe just maybe, this might be scandalous, but it might rub elbows with a few Beatles songs. But hey, maybe it's too soon. Thanks for watching. I'm PJ Mills, and this has been the top 5 Coldplay songs of all time. Be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite Coldplay songs are. And if you thought this video was hot garbage, I'm sorry.
Keep your eyes